This is Roy the History Teacher, and I want to welcome you back to my Ultimate General Civil War Union campaign. This is a new campaign for me. It's being fought on Major General Light difficulty using the JMP Rebalance mod version 1.29.1. The last battle was the battle at Distress Call, and you can see the results on the screen. I did outnumber the Confederate forces at Distress Call. I lost about 3,000 men and almost got a total wipe. I believe they had one unit right at the end. I'm not sure if it surrendered, shattered, or if the timer ran out. It was all happening kind of right there as the battle was ending, but almost got a complete wipe, if not a full wipe. Captured 3,380 Confederate soldiers, which were exchanged for more recruits. And you can see that the career points now going into the first Battle of Bull Run, I have 3 in medicine and training, 3 in Army organization, 4 in logistics, and none in reconnaissance. And I'm planning to use both points coming out of Bull Run to go into Army organization here, or I may put them in reconnaissance. I need to do some research and find out what Army organization level I need to be at for Union at Shiloh. I know on the CSA side you need to be at Army Org 5. I'm not sure if I need to be at 5 or 6 for the Union, but I will find out. Take a look at the Army. I have named the Army just I Corps, First Corps. I do a lot of renaming and things in campaigns trying to get exactly what I want, but if you followed my CSA campaign, you know that I use the basically historically correct CSA naming conventions with just calling brigades by their brigade commander. That's how the CSA did it. The Union Army was a little more formal, and instead of being like Armistead's brigade, Pickett's division, they were more formal. 1st Brigade, 1st Division, 2nd Brigade of 3rd Division, things like that. So you can see how I have them named. Gibbon is my 1st Division commander, and he has brigades commanded by J. Siegfried. I wonder if he's related to Siegfried on the CSA side. They are carrying Springfield rifles, the 55 Springfield rifles. Doles is carrying the same 55 Springfields, and Colonel Walton, this is a newer brigade, carrying also 55 Springfields. I put some lower ranked officers in command of the units that I knew would maintain a star, and tried to use higher ranked officers to generate more stars, although I'm still going to have 2 units going into this battle that do not have any perks. 1st Division has 1st Division artillery, and those are Napoleons. Those are Napoleons with a horse perk, however, so I will eventually want to replace 1st Division's artillery with a battery with canister. 2nd Division has some 3-inch ordnance rifles, so I have called them 2nd Division rifles. 2nd Division is under Wagner. 1st Brigade has Wraith with 42 Springfields. 2nd Brigade has Manson with 41 Mississippis. And Caldwell has the rebores. And so that's kind of a catch-all in the weapons. 1st Division's kind of all uniform. 2nd Division is the catch-all. I have been surprised so far. I know I'm playing on Major General Light, but I thought there would be a little more weapons availability for the Union early in the campaign, but I am surprised. As I've said on the first 2 videos, I don't have nearly as much experience playing on the Union side. I tend to play on the CSA side, but I wanted to play a Union campaign here. 3rd Division is under the command of Scales, and Scales has 2 carbine cab brigades. 1st Brigade under Woods, carrying Smith carbines. 2nd Brigade under Benning, carrying Sharps carbines. And I have to throw this in there. I have a reproduction Smith carbine. I think the Smith carbine gets a bad rap in the game as being the kind of the worst of the carbines, because my Smith carbine is a pretty dandy little gun, if I do say so myself. I also have a Sharps carbine, and I like it both, but I wouldn't say that one is really better than the other as far as accuracy and things. But that's neither here nor there. There has to be some change up in the game. So I took all of the things I could buy from Reputation. So unlike the CSA side, on the Union side, you can empty this. You have to make some choices on the CSA side of what you're going to take. You didn't on the Union side. I was surprised by that. So we're getting ready to go into the first Battle of Bull Run. Says captured message. The Unionists are unfortunately victorious once again. In distress call, this damned General Royce King did not give us a single chance to outmaneuver him. We have to call a meeting to understand how we can improve our tactics against Royce King, because yes, that's what meetings always help situations. So go ahead and have a meeting. Captured message. The Yankees ain't going to stop coming. We know it. So your request for reinforcements has been approved. Make sure you survive until our 12,300 recruits reach your line. So they got basically almost, I guess it would be a core at this point. The key there is, however, 0% over timeline strength going into Bull Run. So we're going to start the first Battle of Bull Run. And you can see here that we have 14,433 Allied soldiers that are going to appear. And when I add my core to that, that's going to bump us up to about 25,068 and 78 guns. When I bring my 18 guns, I have nothing in reconnaissance, so I have no idea what the CSA has going here for this battle. All right, the rebels are guarding the Manassas Railroad Junction with strong forces a few miles east of this location. Bull Run River is defended by several CSA brigades, and forcing our way through could be risky. It is advised to initiate a feint attack on this bridge with a small amount of regiments. Our main force can pass the river here and attack the left flank of the Confederate Army, and this is my force. So when you play Union campaign here, you are the flanking force that comes down. If we act fast, the rebels will have no time to reinforce the area and will be forced off the field. Then we will move east and deal the final blow. We can end the war today, General. Good luck. General, we are ready to execute our diversionary attack on this stone bridge. Some rebel regiments are guarding the area. Advance with caution. And you can see my corps is beginning to come in. In about an hour, our divisions will arrive and launch a full-scale attack on their flank. Until then, keep the rebels busy. Good luck, General. Alright, first things first here. We're going this direction. We are not at all going to, we are definitely not going to go down and do anything remotely resembling going toward that bridge. We are not going to the bridge. It is not going to happen. Why? Because on the CSA side, I have defended that bridge. And you know what? It is very hard to force your way across. Okay, so my guys are coming in up there. I am going, let me pause right here for a minute and get these guys kind of going where I want them to. Nope, I want you to get, no, I want all of you, there you go. All right, there we go. Let's see. All right, good. So once they start getting there, I will organize them the way I want them to be organized. You know what? 2nd Ohio is, their skirmishers are going to stay over here with 2nd Ohio, who is going to guard the ford for me. I have done just a couple of playthroughs, just kind of trying to get an idea of how best to play this. And no, I want you guys to go further. No, okay, here we go. Yep, that'll get them going through the higher fords. And I made a mistake on one of the playthroughs of leaving putting all the infantry over here and getting too excited about trying to get across here, and Confederate cavalry came up and just decimated one of these brigades. So I am definitely going to leave some protection back on this side, and that's what the 2nd Ohio is going to do. 2nd Ohio is going to kind of stay here and guard the artillery as it crosses. Now let's see what's in here for me. I have my entire 1st Division has come in. For a minute there I thought some of my 1st Division was missing, but it's not. It's just that these are small divisions here, you know, early on at this phase of the game. There we go. And then what's come in from my 2nd Division? Only 1 brigade so far. We'll go ahead and detach his skirmisher, and we'll go ahead and start getting him to come into the right place. We'll get Royce King up here to the farmhouse. I don't think I have anything else in yet. Alright, it's time to talk a little strategy. So Matthews Hill is defended right here, but you don't have to capture it because that victory point goes away as soon as the phase change happens anyway. So, and basically so does Stonebridge. So you don't really have to capture either of these for the battle to advance to the next phase. So I am going to try to cross these Allied forces up here. I'm going to bring them in, take on these Confederate units, try to get everybody across, not let the cavalry come in behind me. Then I'm going to bring my 2 divisions down here and get online in this area, basically right in here, to plan to link up with these guys when they eventually get across. And then when the 2nd phase starts and the other Union reinforcements come in, we will bring them across and link up, and then I will have a continuous line. Now, I've watched Gonzo Gamer play this, and I've watched a couple of other people, and I did notice that the Confederate force gets pretty aggressive. They cross the creek here and come up and try to fight. So I'm not going to push immediately for Henry Hill. I am going to get a defensive line built here. And once I get my defensive line built, I'm going to see if I can get them to come out and attack me. That might not work. I might run out of time and might lose the battle completely, but I am going to play it that way and see what happens. So we'll get back into it here. So now you know what my strategy is. Matthews Hill must be secured. Okay. More of my units are coming in now. Oh, that's my cav. I've been waiting for my cav to come in. Now, according to Gonzo Gamer, and I trust him, and I've seen his playthrough, and even it worked in my initial playthrough that I did. If so, I'm still waiting on 1 artillery brigade to come in, and there it came just now, I think. Okay, so my 2nd Division is coming in. The way to trigger the early phase shift is to get a cavalry here. You don't want to be over here because when the Confederate reinforcements appear, they're going to appear right on top of you. But you want to get close to this house, and then that makes the next phase longer. So I'm going to bring the cavalry down here kind of along in front of Stony Ridge, and then loop around through, come through this big wheat field, and get right over here and trigger an early phase change, and then hopefully have an escape route right there to go back through to get back to my lines. Okay, here we have cavalry coming in. Boom. We're going to send them around right here. whole force is on the move. My scouts did not split. I didn't get any splits in, I did get some splits with the artillery, I guess. I didn't get any splits with the infantry. Rebel cavalry spotted. Yep, there it is. Oh, and it's big. And it is much better than, it's got a star. And they've already routed my scouts. That's just wonderful. Really? That was pretty brave of you, Clay's Dragoons. Would not have thought that. Alright, Bartow was coming after me, but alright, I'm very surprised that I did not trigger the phase change yet. I'm right on top of the farm right here. Okay, that's surprising. There it comes. rebels withdraw to Henry Hill. General, we outnumber the enemy and we must keep pushing forward. The Confederates are establishing their defenses on top of this hill near Henry's farm. General Jackson has been spotted with fresh troops coming from the south. We must break this hill's defenses before the arrival of rebel reinforcements awaiting your orders to attack. Whoa, nope, nope. I'm getting a little lag here in my system that I don't normally get, so I don't know why I'm getting that lag. Now I do know that Stewart's cavalry is going to arrive somewhere. Oh, I forgot all about my reinforcements over here. Alright, let me see what I got going here now. Alright, multiple brigades here. Looks like I got 6 infantry brigades coming in. Okay, we are going to send, first things first, we're going to send 6 skirmishers. Go. Get out there and target. Alright, and we're going to send 3 of these infantry brigades. We're going to kind of start looping up. Whoops, that's not infantry. We're going to loop up north, and we're going to get up here. Alright, that'll start tying the line in. And how many artillery have I got there? So let's go ahead and send some artillery with them. Okay, here we go. We're going to go. Alright. And then the other skirmishers that I detached here. Well, let's just make a force of everybody else. Okay. I think I got everybody moving. Alright, let's see here. Get out of there before you get blasted. Bartow's hiding in the woods. How are we doing over here? Got some guys wavering. Whoa! Why'd that artillery move up point blank? How can you freaking be routing on that side of that creek? I do not know. I do not know. I don't understand. I need my brigades to come up, and to come up quicker. Get out of there. You just go there. You just come here. Good grief. gonna have to clear them guys out of there, and they're probably gonna waver my guys pretty fast. Alright, I'm still pretty happy. Yeah, the scouts routed. Not unexpected that the scouts routed. Clay's Dragoons just broke one of my infantry brigades. I got the scouts hopefully coming in to help. Maybe they can help. I'll have to send my cavalry up here. Alright, see if I can get my guns across now. Oh, alright, they're gone. Okay, I still have some time. Ooh, I'm wavering. Okay. I may be wrong, but I think my general is the only general that is on the field for the Union right now. I don't know if somebody else will come later, or if that's just the way it's going to be. Zapped them. Get out of there. Skirmishers, you got guys charging. Get out of there. Get back, 1st Brigade. Get back, 1st Brigade. Oh, not good. Okay, so, well, somebody else is charging. Okay. Oh, I didn't get the artillery close enough. It needs to be here to be effective. I know I'm using up that cavalry pretty bad, but I'm kind of, oh no, 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 no. But they just keep charging. I keep running out of options here. About getting back up there in the fight, guys. And I'm being charged by Bartow now. Well, I definitely don't want these skirmishers charging anybody. My whole First division is fell back. My second division has been holding pretty strong. Although one of them must be routing because they didn't all come up. Dang, everybody's routing here. Alright. "33rd Virginia is attacking my skirmishers." "33rd Virginia is a 2-star. Holy cow. Fourth South Carolina's at the top of the ridge. Oh, there's a whole line of skirmishers right there. Got some guys routing here. Cavalry brigades are pretty shot up. I don't know that that scout cav even exists anymore. Yeah, he does. He's right there. Okay. Everybody is pretty much exhausted. What the heck? I'm going to lose Sherman skirmishers. Don't shoot at the supplies, scouts. Okay. Alright, I got 58 minutes. I don't know how long that gives me. I don't know how long I have to hold it. Man. Alright. I don't have anybody that is in any shape to fight. Everybody is exhausted. Alrighty, well, I'm still not sure if I'm winning this or about to get smoked. Oh, there's skirmishers in there. I didn't see those skirmishers. Get back, get back, get back. There's a ton of skirmishers in there. I'm barely going to have one brigade of cavalry left, one regiment of cavalry. Anybody not wavering? Oh, Sherman's riding. He got hit by all of these skirmishers. Oh, the scouts are gone. And my 2nd Brigade's about to be gone if they don't follow orders and get out of there. Well, it's utter confusion on the battlefield. Units are intermixed, but that's pretty much how the first Battle of Bull Run was. The problem is, I know that they have a counterattack coming, because I've played CSA enough to know that there's reinforcements coming. And so, I have got to try to get set up to counter whatever they're going to have come. Uh-oh. Henry Hill's contested for 23 minutes, and there's only 16 minutes left in the time. Ooh, 2nd Ohio is routing. I've lost 18.8% of my force so far. I don't know how that stacks up with Allied forces. Everything I've got is exhausted, and they've got pretty good size reinforcements going to come in. don't know what's going to happen right here because the mission only has 1 minute left, but Henry Hill is contested for 8 more minutes. Wilcox is wavering and falling back. 2nd New York's right here in the thick. At least they're steady. The Confederates counterattack. General, our men are exhausted from the continuous fight, and more rebels are coming. We should stop our advance and hold our ground. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to build a defensive line. And I need all the supplies I can get over here. South Carolina only had 300 men, but they're wavering. And they're routing. Here comes Johnson. General Johnson spotted with more men than expected. He must have used the railroad. Well, at this point, my line is what it is. I have here comes Bonham's brigade. Reattaching what few skirmishers I have left. Most of my skirmishers already got toasted. Holmes's brigade's coming up from over here. Alright, the question is, can we hold for an hour and 35 minutes? The answer is, I just don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer. Oh, good Lord have mercy. Uh-oh, why do I have artillery that moved up there? Oh my lord. I do not know why my artillery moved up. I'm going to lose Ayers' battery. I must have gave it a move order that I wasn't expecting, or that I didn't mean to. Uh-oh. I think the only thing saving me right now is my artillery, because my infantry is just so tired. Close the gap, Franklin. Wilcox, move forward. They just don't even have that many men left. And one of my artillery brigade, or one of my cavalry brigades, just shattered. My other one's going to, if I don't get it out of the fight. I have no reinforcements to plug into this gap. Oh wait, they're fresh. Oh wait, 2nd New York is fresh. They must have been resting. Uh-oh. They They masked up on me over here. I'm going to lose this flank. Probably going to lose a brigade right here that's routing. It's going to get wiped out. Well, Ewell's broken, but Holmes is charging. New York is fresh but wavering. 3rd Brigade's exhausted, wavering. This is a bloodbath. Orlando Wilcox is wounded. I have lost 31% of my force. Well, this is going to be bad, so I'm kind of going on to fast forward. We're just on fast forward, letting it play out now. I've lost too many men to continue. This is going to be pretty much detrimental to this Union campaign, I believe. Surprisingly enough, I think I'm actually going to win the battle, but this is what I'm going to call a pyrrhic victory, because while I am going to win, what is going to be left of my force is going to be unrecognizable. And this was just rough. There's the end of the timer. We're going to finish. Oh my. Yep, I lost quite a bit of my force. Let's see here. I did inflict huge losses on them, but just Let's take a look here. Union infantry. Officers, promoted, wounded. Let's see who was. First, let's look at who's wounded. Now let's look and see who is deceased. Well, nobody deceased. That's surprising. A lot of people promoted. Don't have much reconnaissance, so I'm not expecting a lot of weapons recovery. Alright, let's go back to camp now and see how bad it is. It's going to be ugly. Click to continue. Alright, we only had 1,078 recruits because we did not capture a lot. Alright, and there's where we stand at. So these brigades aren't as in a bad a shape as I thought. Artillery took some losses. The cavalry is in pretty bad shape. And wow, that was pretty intense to be Bull Run. The CSA Bull Run much easier than that. Of course, I'm on Major General Light here, and I haven't ever played on that too. So with that, that is the Union Battle of First Bull Run on Major General Light. I hope you enjoyed it. It might be an example of how not to fight this battle. But I will see if I can continue this campaign and try to rebuild and press forward. So, thank you for watching, and have a great evening, afternoon, or morning, whatever time it is.